Hi there, my name is Felix Beckett and you Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share and subscribe and ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And it is the day the new Doctor Who magazine comes out. And you know, it used to be when Doctor Who magazine came out, I went rushing to it and about 10 from the last 15 years. And the first thing I would read will be Russell C. Davis's column, production notes, because I just really loved it. So now I stopped kind of reading production notes after Chris Chibnall took over, because I really didn't care. Yeah, I really didn't care. And also he found it really hard to do it. He was doing it less and less, and they're getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And then last month I thought, well, why don't I just read it together with you guys and we can roast it, and it was really a lot of fun. So this month they gave us a real treat. And oh my god, it is so freaking typical of Chris Chibnall. He gave us this week. He gave us an extra 3 or 4 page one. I'm like, well, what does he have so much to talk about? He normally doesn't. He has trouble saying anything. And you know what he has to talk about? Is talking about how wonderful and how virtuous and how great him and Jodie Whittaker are. So of course they're gonna he's gonna want to spend an extra special lot of time on it and talk about how wonderful they are. Which we're going to get to in a minute. But before we go through it, can I ask you guys, can you hit the subscribe button? That will be fantastic. Thank you so much for everybody hitting the subscribe button. If you are subscribed, please make sure you're still subscribed. YouTube has been unsubscribing people. Ooh, not good. And if you can hit the like button, the share button, they're all really, really good things to do. Thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful. I am pathetically grateful, and I like to show you my gratitude. I give stuff away each week on the channel. I'm giving away 3 prizes this week. Normally I just give away 1. I'm giving away 3. I think we're going to be the winners are going to be announced on May the 3rd when I'm on the TARDIS zone. That's Sunday. So we're giving a 3 big finish discs. They're all brand new, still in the cellophane wrapping. So the first one is, it will be a Sylvester McCoy one called The High Price of Parking, with Sylvester McCoy, Sophie Aldred, and Bonnie Langford, which is actually a surprisingly good combination. Second one is Colin Baker and Lisa Greenwood. And Lisa Greenwood in Vortex Ice, Cortex Fire, another good two-part stories. And I think the best one of the bunch is this one. Peter Davison, Sarah Sutton in Alien Heart, Dalek Soul. 2 Dalek stories. All you need to do to win it is subscribe to the channel. Subscribing being the very important part. Thank you very much. And then leave the hashtag We Love Stories. We love stories because Big Finish does indeed love stories. Also in the so go check the video notes. There's all the instructions you need to know, in case you missed it, you don't want to go back and listen to me try and mumble it out again. And also there's a audio story you can download. The link for an audio story starring Nicholas Briggs as a doctor. This is from a mid-80s fan production from a group called Audio Visuals. They went on to become Big Finish, and they did awfully well. So let's get into it. Let's see how wonderful Christian thinks he is. Let's zoom in there. Doink. Here we go. How are you? It's not the most dynamic opener to a production notes column. That is correct. Well, who'd have thought? We agree straight away. Right out the bat, we're agreeing. Well done there, Chibs. But it might be the most heartfelt. Nope, okay, we stopped agreeing. I don't believe you have anything heartfelt coming out from you at all, other than please say, please think I'm a good person. Please think I'm a good person. I think it's the only thing that's heartfelt. You asking about other people, I don't believe is heartfelt, because I think the only thing that you consider real is you, because I think that's the only thing that matters to you. Okay, the phrase I get we're all using more than ever. Nah, not so much, with new intent and meaning. No, I think people just say, please stay away from me and keep your disgusting infections from coming away close. So, I hope you're doing well. Don't believe you. I hope you're staying safe. I don't believe you. I hope the same is true of your family. I don't believe you. And your friends. I don't believe you. And all the communities you're part of. Okay. Don't believe you. This all just sounds like BBC corporate speak. The Doctor Who production team, community. Oh God, community. Okay. Oh no, you're a business. You should be a business. The production team, the Doctor Who production team community is staying in touch with you. Oh, you're still working. Okay, good. Are you still being paid? Right. So keep working. You're staying in touch with each other with a stream of text and voice messages, puncturing the days. We're not scheduled to film again until later this year. If you're bloody lucky, let's see what happens. People had all scattered to other jobs, but now all that's been shut down. Okay, so they've all they've all run away. They weren't part of your production team anyway, but now they would be at some point in the future. So, but now they're not working somehow. Okay, fine. Let's carry on. We spend 10 months a year filming. Okay, good for you. Often saying wearily, really, often saying wearily, how many days left until the end of the We spend 10 months a year filming, often saying wearily, how many days left until the end of the shoot. That is the problem! Right there! That is the problem! You've been given this incredible gift of creating Doctor Who, of creating a show that warms the hearts of millions of people around the world, and you're bored by it. Oh. Russell T Davies did 13 episodes a year, plus Torchwood, plus Sarah Jane Adventures, because he liked doing what he's doing. You couldn't get... How many days left till the end of this year? We count the days, wish them away. Yeah! Then you shouldn't be doing it. If that's your attitude, you shouldn't be doing it. Wish them away. So we'll have a finished set of rushes. But I can't wait. Well, I can't wait for us to be back in the studio together, back together in the dark cavernous studio with an impossible set build, worrying about the weather, worrying about whether we can make the schedule or as the cast. Okay. Wait. So you're saying that you hate every minute of it, but when it's over, you just want to be back hating every minute of it? Yes, I believe that's what your life is like. I really do. That would explain why you're such a miserable and terrible person. Worrying about whether we can make the schedule as the cast roar with laughter at their own jokes. Yes, of course they do. No one is more impressed with themselves than your Doctor Who TARDIS team. They all think they're the bestest ever, unless they're the girls, and then the boys think they're the super bestest ever. Roar with laughter at their own jokes, and the crew take the mick out of each other while wearing shorts. Oh, okay. How cute! You put a little private joke there in this in this international column. Just for what? You just sound like a dick. Okay, that situation is normal for us, and like everyone, we're yearning for a bit of that. So they're yearning to get back to a job they hate doing, and I hope it's going to be over. Yes, I do. Okay, fine. I believe that's what your life is really like. Fine. Not that our days are devoid of Doctor Who. We just really weren't. Post-production continues on Revolution of the Daleks. Our brilliant teams are working remotely on the visual effects shots and sending them in. Okay, so they're still being paid. They're still working. Good for them. Nothing brightens a day like a new FX shot in your inbox. New FX shot in your inbox. That's a hard word to say. That's a bit of a tongue twister. No matter how early a stage it's at. Okay, fine. And our writing and planning for the next is no. Stop. You please. You don't have to do that. Don't write and plan for the next year. And you actually plan. Actually, I guess to be that bad, you really do need to plan. For next year's continues to pace. Stories are forming. Ooh, how can we make it as diverse as possible? And how can we repel as many people as humanly possible while at the same time virtue signaling so super hard? I can imagine that's what the script meetings are like. Writers are writing, conversations keep going, plans continue to be hatched. And please, don't hatch anything. Get off those eggs. Casting ahead to the future seems strange. Why? Okay, we're all in lockdown. I think the only thing to do is think about I think we're about to agree. but it's the only thing to do. Yes, idiot. Okay, fine. So why does it seem strange? Okay, even now as I write this on Easter Monday around 2:53 in the afternoon, I have what a boring detail. I have no idea what the world will be like by the time you read it. Pretty much the same. Okay. Casting, pretty much say we still hate you. I will say we pretty much hate what you've done with Doctor Who. Casting back to the past feels just as strange. Yes, you don't live in that world anymore, do you? Are you still going to get that HBO money? I don't know. Let's wait. Are you still going to get the Chinese media money? I don't know. Let's wait and see. Casting back to it seems strange. I only intimately find time to put down diary entries. We keep a diary. It's interesting. My last was the 2nd of March after the transmission of the Timeless Children. I want to see that diary entry. Are you looking at the overnights? Are you looking at the cratering audience figures? Yeah, I want to read that diary entry. That is a production notes I want to see. I read it back and it seems like dispatches from another century. Yes, when you could get away with the crap that you're doing. When we had meetings in person in cafes, we did some storylining that week and had some big we noted the world whole what in cafes. We did some storylining that week and had some big we noted the World Health Organization. Okay, I have no clue what you're trying to say. God, you're a writer. Shouldn't you go fine? World Health Organization. Okay, well, I'm going to try this again. Maybe it's it. We did some storyline that week, and we did some story that week and had some big. We noticed the World Health Organization diagram for washing hands appearing on the mirror of every washroom in the BBC studios. Okay. Oh God, and they put the diagram in. Gee. Okay, you got 3 pages. Why are you working so hard to fill this up? On the 17th of March, I was having sleepless nights about any small way in which Doctor Who could help. No, you were having sleepless nights about how badly your Doctor Who went down. You were okay. Let me read that again because this is the pure BS that we love of Chibnall. By the 17th of March, I was having sleepless nights about. Okay, I was having sleepless nights about how much I totally failed Doctor Who. But let's hear what he had to say. I was having sleepless nights about any small way in which Doctor Who could help as the world changed. Oh, I just want to help. Oh, but I'm just going to write down how wonderful and virtuous I am in this column here. Maybe a little singlet to people. Oh, I don't know. Oh, were you feeling a bit socially awkward there, Chibs? I'm not sure. My own kids are in their mid to late teens now, okay? But I was awake in the middle of the night thinking, what if they were 7 or 8? If they were 7 or 8, they would want nothing to do with this theory of Doctor Who. No. Okay, here's the truth. Chibs, you know the data. You know the viewing figures. You see the demographics. Kids aren't interested in this Doctor Who. If you worry about what kids of 7 or 8 are doing with Doctor Who, maybe worry about making them good bloody Doctor Who. They don't care. Nobody cares about this. You know who cares about this Doctor Who? Mothers of kids that are 7 and 8 that have a blue check mark on Twitter and want to feel virtuous. That's who thinks that your Doctor Who could help. Nobody else. Kids don't give a crap about it. What if I was 7 and 8? If only you were 7 and 8, and this emergency was taking hold around the world. I knew I'd be scared. So what's your solution if children are scared? By my 3rd sleepless night, because I was just up all night worrying about the world, because I'm such a good person. Sometimes it hurts. I'm such a good person. Oh, by my 3rd sleepless night, I knew I'd want to hear something from the. I'm gonna guess it's the dog. Let's go to the next page. Doink. Oh God, yes, Jodie and all her. Oh God, awfulness. She looks okay. Fine. Yes, okay. We all feel the same way, mate. Of the Doctor. You would hear like something. Yeah, we'd like to hear from. I would love to hear from the Doctor. Not that, but a Doctor. Yeah. Give me a bit of Tom Baker. We wouldn't mind hearing from the Doctor. Right. And the Doctor has started talking to. And the Doctor has started talking to me. Little sentences cropping up in my brain. The question. Really. Of all your dialogue you've written for the Doctor, not one line has ever ring true. The question is, would Jodie be up for doing something? Oh, would she? Oh, what a question! I'm going to take a guess that she's not going to be up for doing something. She's already thought of it, and you're going to be the bestest people ever. Oh, you're going to be so good. Everyone's going to think you're so great. Before I could, look at that! Before I could ask her on the 18th of March at 10:17 a.m. God, Jesus, you could write a book on how to take the drama out of any sentence. Fine. Oh God. On the 18th of March at 10:17 a.m. a voice message pinged onto my phone. Jodie's voice. Eeyop, I'm feeling a bit socially awkward. I've just had a really random thought. Yeah, oh God, I really believe all this happened. A random thought. And I don't know how you feel, but I've got my costume with me. Okay. But I've got my costume with me, and I just thought maybe I could do a video to post, because all the little kiddie winkies, they just need your help so much, don't they, Jodie? Because what will they do without you? Oh dear. I've talked before about how Jodie understood from the part. Playing the Doctor is more than just the days you're on set. Yes, we understand. Unfortunately, she didn't understand doing any research about what this character was or having any idea what the character was. But she just knew how, it was of social importance that she became the Doctor. You represent the values of the show. Yeah, okay, so the values of the show now are cruelty, idiocy, and cowardice. Okay, so and also this insane narcissism, this same insane self-obsession, which I guess we're just going to demonstrate here. Represent the values. Represent the values, the show, the hopes of the viewers. We all hope you'll go away, young and old. Yeah, we all hope you'll go away. Represent that and get back in your closet, there, Jodie. The hopes of the viewers, young and old, while you're in the part. Yeah, God. You think no? Here's the thing: you don't get that just by taking the role. You don't get that by taking. You get that by becoming the role, which you have still failed to do in every freaking way, shape, and form. And here she is again, showing that understand. Don't say showing that understand. Don't tell me she understands anything about it, because she doesn't. Again, if she understood anything about the rule, she would have refused to say your idiotic, socially awkward line. It was the worst moment for the character in the history of the character. I pinged her voice message back, and we exchanged a handful of messages across the day about what we think kids and adults, but crucially kids, would want to hear. They want to hear. I'm leaving. That's what they want to hear. They want to hear that's what they want to hear. By Friday at 1:30, because we can't have anything without timestamping. Oh, it's all timestamped. Thank you. Jeez. I tapped and retapped her speech into my phone. I WhatsApp Jodie the text. She responded an hour later, 14:30 exactly, with a note about the first paragraph. She's right. Oh, really? This drivel? This insane drivel? Okay, just let me remind you what this insane drivel looked like. That. Okay? That. This. Okay, she had notes on that? Get out of here. I rewrite it and send it back. 1501. Okay? Jodie takes back, I'll get learning, because, it's not like you can write it on a piece of paper and pin it in front by the camera, is it? No, I'll get learning. At 1509, that's when she does get learning. We'll talk about logistics, how she's going to do it. Yeah, like this! You get a camera and you film yourself! There's no logistics! It's not that freaking hard! She'll film it over the weekend, yes, because it's a big shoot. And I read it. I read it all again and send the amended second paragraph at 15:26. 2 thumbs up from Jodie at 15:28. What was she doing those 2 minutes? I know. Inquiring minds want to know. And then there's a weekend. I have a birthday under lockdown. Oh, heaven to Betsy. Well, good for you. Me and my wife and our 2 kids have cocktails at home. Okay, that sounds wonderful. They had mocktails. I thought you said they're older things. Okay, whatever. And we watched Bradley Walsh get beautifully pranked by Ant and Dec. Did you watch Bradley Walsh on Beat the Chaser the other day when he met a Doctor Who fan who like vomited in his own mouth when he said, "Do you like my Doctor Who?" No, don't like it much. I wonder if you saw that. It was weird. Yes, I'm sure it was. The day, not the prank. Who cares? Who cares? But it was memorable. It wasn't very memorable judging by that. Okay. Ping at 09:39 Monday morning, 23rd of March. Oh God! Now I'm like slowing it down with a boring detail. A video lands on my phone via WhatsApp because we got to know what messaging services you use. There's a doctor in the dark, bright light beyond. She's in a closet. We can all see she's just in a freaking closet. I watched the tape Jodie has sent. She leaves me a voice message saying, happy to do it again. Yeah, because it took, about 3 minutes, if that? Happy to do it again. I watch it. It makes me feel pretty emotional. How? It actually made me feel pretty emotional, but my emotion was mainly disgust. Is that emotion? Or was that just reaction? Made me feel pretty emotional despite knowing the content, because there's the doctor, and I really need to hear from the doctor. So why you have to hear from this? But again, yeah, people would love to hear from the doctor. Not this fake doctor. because I'm still I'm still 8 years old inside. I think you're pretty much 8 years old outside, judging by your ability as a writer as well. We move fast. I sent it to Joe Pierce. Ooh, they're moving so fast because they need to help the kids. They need to help the kids. How can the kids last without their help? So they move fast because they're so freaking wonderful. These people. Our digital supremo, okay, and the one who and one of our most trusted creative partners. God, I hate corporate speak. Who knows the process of getting it out into? You mean putting on YouTube? You really? They know how to upload a YouTube video? Well, I can see how that's important. I send it to Matt Bouch, okay, former producer of the Sarah Jane Adventures, okay, at BBC Studios, suggesting we show it to Charlotte Moore and Piers Wenger. And let's get some more boring details in there because we need to know. What color was the wall that you looked at when you were writing it? Because we need to know these details because these are sensitive times. Not sensitive enough to get your ass fired. I mean, really, you would have thought having cratering ratings that increased the more you promoted the show, that would give people the sensitivity to fire you from your job because you're clearly not suited for it. But no, clearly not that sensitive. By the end of the day, there'll be more. They've all more than approved it, but now it has to go through other layers at BBC. Okay, understandably, anything relating to the unfolding pandemic must go through the very highest levels of approval at BBC Studios and the BBC itself. And again, that is a reason the BBC are failing so incredibly because you have so many layers of management, all of which have to justify their existence, which there is really no justification for a lot of their idiot existence. So that's why they come up with their diversity guidelines and other moronic stuff designed to repel the audience from the show. And when all your audiences are repelled from all your content, you go, well, I guess it must be the normal change in the way people watch TV. Yeah, no, nothing changed. People don't like crap. People don't like watching shit, so they stop watching shit. That's why TV audience have gone down. As we aim for the multiple approvals, again, this is all just to give them something to do in life. The multiple approvals, the need for the doctor. The need for the doctor doesn't decide. Again, yes, we need the doctor. Not this. It seems to get stronger. No, nobody. Yeah, why do you think anybody wants this? They need to get stronger. And the word comes back. It's approved! Ah! Yes, they can go and help the world now. Oh, because the kids. It's about the kids, isn't it? They need the help. It's not about you wanting to feel relevant in any way, is it? No, can't be that. And the word comes back. It's approved. I write the tweet, keeping it simple, because writing a tweet is hard work. I'm saying the message goes live, and over the next day, we're flooded with responses, which only make the whole thing more emotional. That's why you did it. You did it to get this. You didn't do it to help anyone because nobody needs your bloody help. Because again, you've taken one of the most beloved role models, one of the most inspirational figures in the history of our culture, and you've destroyed it. So the only thing you care about is getting an applause. Oh, it's so emotional because I'm so good. Oh, it hurts me how good I am sometimes. The best of the ones from parents. Oh God! We showed it to their children. We showed it to their children. Their 7 and 8 year olds, and it's helped. Yes, yeah, really? How? I don't believe it helped. I don't believe it's helped. The clip is played in full on Radio 1 and 2 breakfast shows, and because they're desperate for content to fill it as well. It's shown on BBC News. The BBC News. This character is this character. This show. This result of 57 years or so, or of the 55 of which you pretty much destroyed. Okay, go on. We keeps going. Oh, we're on the last page at last, because let's have some more of how utterly wonderful we are. Of people's creative efforts, which you all destroyed. It is so unthinkable, so emotional, so daft, and occasionally so important. Jodie Whittaker in a cupboard, the doctor. Okay, one of those statements are true. It was Jodie Whittaker in a cupboard. It wasn't the doctor. A few days later, I get a voice message from Jodie. She's been asked by the BBC, those people with the finger on the pulse of what the kids need, of what the kids want, as others have to do to front a public information film. Okay, she wants to do it as the Doctor. Really? Why break the habit now? Why are you starting now? You haven't done anything as a Doctor as yet. I've said I'll only do it if you write it for me, because you can only get the Doctor. You can only get that perfect Jodie Whittaker Doctor experience written by Chris Chibnall. I do agree with her there. I said I'll only do it if you write it for me as the Doctor. I get sent a PowerPoint presentation. God, more boring office stuff. It has government guidelines on it. Oh god, that's going to brighten things up. That's going to make things more interesting. Behaviors to encourage. Oh god, worries to assuage. Rules to remind. I am writing public information films for the BBC. That's what you've been doing for the rest of season 11 and 12, in all fairness, and you're doing a crap job at that. I am writing public information for the BBC, the government guidelines for Doctor Who to say. Again, no, this isn't the Doctor. We are living in what we do for a living is bonkers. Well, the thing that you're so bored of, you're so wishing it to be over. Say, oh, can it just be over, please? Then the thing you do for a living, yes, you do for a living. You shouldn't get praise for doing something you're getting paid for. This is not like you're an emergency worker. You're making what was a great TV show into a shit TV show. That is not something that you should be getting a round of applause on. Who cares about fiction and writers? You do, and characters. When there are those frontline key workers, so now I just got to pretend I care about people other than me, even though I'm just doing it so people can see how wonderful I am. The frontline key workers risking their lives. Our need for stories and characters is still fundamentally mysterious. No, it's not mysterious, but what is mysterious is how you fail to provide stories or characters. But this character created by so many people, influencers over such a long period of time, sometimes can help us feel better. Yeah, that's what the watch-alongs have really shown us. And then then you hove interview, and we realize why we hate the current era of Doctor Who. Even if just for a minute, I sort of knew that, but for a moment, it's more tangible than ever. When I came into this job, I talked about the 13th Doctor as a beacon of hope. Yeah, no, again, the 13th Doctor is a beacon of utter disaster. It's like when she shows up, people are going to die horribly, needlessly, because she's an idiot. She's a beacon of stupidity. A beacon of hope. God. I've also been watching the Doctor Who community become beacon of hope for each other during this time, not least through Emily Cook's brilliant tweet along, which please let me be a part of. Let me grab onto it. Oh, people like Doctor Who again. Oh, popular. And the contributions of the people who made those shows. We've been posting short stories online. Just please, can we jump on your coattails to keep a connection there? Because we really want to connect with that genuine popularity once a week. To let you know we're still here. Yes, we would want you to shut up. Yeah, pretend you're not here, then we can enjoy the tweet-alongs again. Still here, thinking of you, locked down. We're thinking of you, thinking of us, because we're so wonderful. This is all nothing, literally nothing, compared to what real nurses, porters, cleaners, cooks, care workers, key workers, frontline workers, and doctors are doing right now. I don't believe you for a second. I think you think you're way more important than everybody else you just listed. I think you think you're one of the most important beings in the whole universe, because you just wrote 3 pages on how virtuous you were. But you and I were part of a community here. Really? I've seemed to notice you run and hide from anybody in the Doctor Who fandom for the last 2 years. You've had no unvetted person in front of you in public, have you? Yeah, you were part of the community, sort of. United by a love of the show. We were. However, our views of the show may differ. Yeah, we think you're shit. You think you're great. Yeah, we do differ. We're brought together by Doctor Who. We were! That's true, until you put your bloody nose in. And I think the show, in all its series and spin-offs and stories, in whatever form you care to name, gives us something to hold on to in these days. Again, if that's so true, if you would just shut up and just hide your face in shame, which is where it really should be, yeah, we would have all enjoyed it a lot better. And I'm very grateful for that. But I'm especially grateful for Paul Cornell, elbowing me into that last tweet along and then ending the fan unity that we had. I hope you and yours stay well. Okay, fine. I hope you stay well. And I hope you stay charged with hope. I hope we say that. I live with hope that this pandemic will end your evil reign on Doctor Who. I live with that hope every day. So yes, you have filled me with hope. That is true. It's what the Doctor would want. Yeah, the Doctor. Yes, I know. I know. She told me. Oh, because she had an upgrade. Oh, she told. Did she tell you when she wasn't feeling that socially bloody awkward? You stupid tosser. Oh, God, it's so painful. My name is Phila Beckin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And have yourself a fantastic day.